Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today we're going to be doing a movie review. So the movie we're reviewing today is Tarot. So Tarot just came out pretty recently on digital, and I decided to give it a watch. I heard some things that some people liked it, some people didn't, so I was like, you know what, let's give it a shot. I like to kind of check out the new horror movies. So let's get into the synopsis before I start talking about my thoughts about this movie. So this movie opens up where we have 7 friends who have gotten like a rental house or like an Airbnb. They're all there for one of the friends' birthday. It's Elisa's birthday. And so they're all hanging out by this fire in the backyard and they drink their last beer. So they're like, well, this is a rental house. They've got to have beer somewhere in this house. So all of the friends go looking for this beer. They haven't found anything, and then they find a door that says keep out, and it's locked. They get it unlocked and find out that it leads to the basement where there's all kinds of like weird astrology and occult things. They start looking around and they find a box, a wooden box, and inside of it has tarot cards in it. And so apparently one of the friends, Haley, knows something about tarot cards and astrology, so all the friends are like, hey, give us tarot readings. Haley's like, really, you're not supposed to use somebody else's deck when giving tarot readings. It's bad luck. But she kind of gets peer pressured into it. She gives everyone in the room a tarot reading. Because of the movie, everyone gets a different main card. And after all these readings are done, the friends like go to sleep for the night and then they leave to go back to their regular lives. This birthday weekend is over and it's time to go back to real life. But they do start to notice that potentially some of the things that happened in the tarot card reading are coming true. One of the characters gets a lottery ticket, and in the tarot reading, Haley had mentioned that he was going to come into some money, and so he won the lottery ticket. And so they're like, oh my gosh, the tarot card readings are coming true. But then things start to change, and one of the friends winds up dead. And that's where I'm going to leave the synopsis. If you've seen this movie, and even if you haven't seen it, you've probably heard this. Let's address the elephant in the room, which is this movie is pretty much a copy-paste AI version of Final Destination. It has Final Destination so ingrained in the DNA of this movie that it was very apparent as soon as I started watching this and realized what was going on that this was Final Destination. Like, this could have been a Final Destination movie, and I think Final Destination is better than this movie, to be honest. So basically you have your beginning setup where everyone's getting their tarot cards read, and the things that are said during the tarot card reading are what's going to lead to these characters' deaths going forward. And so it's like that. And unlike Final Destination, I feel like this movie has too many characters. I feel like Final Destination, you follow these characters a little bit more. They're more fully developed than the characters in this movie were. Even now, after watching the movie, I don't even know what some of these characters' names were. I believe there were 7 friends all together, and we're following Haley, and she's like their main character, and then we have a couple other people, but like, what are their names? I don't know. There's one girl in this that was dating one of the guys, and I still have no idea what her name was. And I'm just like, what? This is not how you should be watching a movie. And this is not my fault. It is the fault of the movie for not giving this character enough depth to make me care about them, or even saying their name enough. Like, I don't know. But I think like something like Final Destination has a lot of characters and it makes sense. So this movie failed in that aspect when it came to Final Destination. But even though I said that, I think that there are some good things about this movie. The like main thing that is really cool about this movie is that tarot deck. The tarot deck is super interesting. All the cards have very interesting artwork on them, and they're all really cool. And so the artwork that's on the card corresponds to the creature that comes to kill the characters in this movie. And the creature design was really cool. It just sucks that the script was so bad that these cool these cool creatures and these cool tarot cards are encased in that. Like, if they were going to sell those tarot cards, I'd potentially buy one because I think that those designs are so cool. And I believe that the guy who designed them is like pretty famous for designing creatures. So it makes sense that they're pretty cool. And I don't have a lot to say for this review. I thought that this movie was all right. I think that the main thing that you should take away from this is that it could potentially be a fun movie. The creature designs are cool. Some of the kills are kind of interesting. Don't think too much about the characters because you're not going to know who half of them are. And there's some plot holes. Things don't make a ton of sense. I think I gave this movie a 2.5 stars out of 5. And 2.5 is pretty low for me. In my typical average rating, I would say, is about a 3.5 for a movie that I like. But yeah, I wasn't fully on board with this. I'll be interested to see what this director pair does next, because this movie felt very throwback. It felt very like 2014, kind of around that time that the Ouija movie came out. Like, this is like very close to the Ouija movie. Why don't we get Mike Flanagan in here to do a Tarot 2 and just revamp this franchise, and then we could actually have a franchise with this. So I'd like to see that happen, or somebody come in and just do like an epic part 2 a la Ouija 2 that Mike Flanagan did, and let's get into it, because I think that there's potential here, but the way that this movie handled it wasn't great. So that is it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of Tarot in the comments down below, whether you liked it or you didn't like it, and why. And remember, if you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, please hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like if you liked it. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Bye.